let me start. Alright, so you guys remember my last Pecha, it was about tigers, and this Pecha is on similar lines, but it's slightly broader. It's about India's big cats. And I might have told some of you this next year in May. Some of us are going on a big cat trail. So very shortly you'll see a magnificent Google map coming up. And what we're doing is we're going to start our trip from the Gir forest here in Gujarat, and we go to Ranthambore in Rajasthan. And we go up north to Corbett, and then we end up in the middle of the country in Bandhavgarh. Now, why are we doing this? I just wanted to share the story of why we're doing this and what are we trying to see. So we want to track India's big cats. And we're specifically going to be looking out for those three. We're not going to be able to get to that, but I definitely wanted to introduce you to the big four cats that you can find in India. The lion, the leopard, the tiger, and the snow leopard. So, firstly, the lion. Some things that you need to know about it, the lion. The lion's an extremely, extremely social cat. So, do you know how lions hunt? They hunt in prides, they always stay in prides. They're always in groups. If the lions are not in a pride, they're likely to die. Very, very simple social structure. The male is the protector, stays at home, doesn't do much, just growls. The female goes and hunts and takes care of the babies. And the pride is everything, pun intended. So you can see once they've hunted, they will all eat together. The male, after the females have hunted, the male will come there, get his share, and then the kids and the females eat. They are very territorial, so only two brothers or males from the same bloodline can be in one place. Sometimes they will fight even amongst themselves. And if males take over a pride, they will kill all the cubs in there so that there is no chance of anyone rising against them. By the way, there are just 411 lions in India, but our problem isn't that we have so few. Our problem is overpopulation. There's just one forest with 411 lions, and that's becoming a bit of an issue. Anyways, moving on to the tiger. The tiger is a very secretive cat, not like the lion. The lion's always social in a group. The tiger is always solitary. So they will fight amongst themselves. They will meet only to mate. And yeah, the mother will be with its cubs. So when I say secretive, I mean really, really secretive. So that's a video I took a few months back. And that's like 10 seconds of tiger that we got. The moment it knows that there's another animal watching, it'll go away. And that's very common for an apex predator because it doesn't want to be seen. It's hunting on its own. If it gets seen, then it loses its cover, it loses its stealth. I've shown you this video earlier, but tigers aren't the fastest runners. So their advantage is in getting close to their prey. They will get really, really close, within 15 meters, and then do one sprint and bite at the neck, suffocating their prey and killing with one shot. They're very, very good at that. The one thing you should know about tigers is that since they're endangered, we need to find how many they are. And one way of finding out how many tigers exist is by counting stripe patterns. So that's a WWF camera, and that's a camera trap. Any tiger that comes by it, you can get a video or a photograph depending on the way it's configured. And you can look at the stripes and say whether this is a unique tiger different from other tigers that you've surveyed. Right? Okay, so moving on to the leopard. The leopard is a tree cat. And it's one of the most agile climbers that you will find in the cat family. It does a lot of things on the tree. It'll eat on the tree, it'll sleep on the tree. And when I say it'll do anything on the tree, you need to see what I'm going to show you next. So, this is two leopards trying to mate with each other on the tree. It is a bit awkward, as you can see. He's trying to get into position. So he tries. The woman actually tries to give him then they fail and then they decide they're going to go down. But another thing you need to know about leopards is that they're expert stalkers. So if you look at this guy, you should see the way he stalks. He's going to be very careful about how he places his front foot. And look at where he's placing his back foot. He's going to place his back foot exactly where he placed his front foot. This is so he doesn't rustle the leaves in the forest. Again, leopards are not really very fast runners. They can run fast, but that's not their mode of attack. They will get really close and they will pounce, and one pounce is enough to kill their prey. Once they kill their prey, they will eat out of reach. They will take their prey, and I've I've seen videos of leopards going to like 30 feet high trees with a big deer in their mouth. They will take it up there because they always have a threat of a bigger cat, or in Africa, hyenas, in India, wild dogs eating their prey. So that's what they don't like. By the way, leopards often get into conflict with human beings, and there are about 10,000 leopards in India, and our forests are shrinking. Sometimes they turn man-eaters. That leopard ate 400 humans. That was in the time of Jim Corbett, early 1900s. Actually, late, very, very early 1900s, so he ate quite a few. Lastly, the snow leopard, and I've never seen one of these in my life. These exist in very, very, very small numbers. It's a mountain cat. Does everything that a leopard can do, but does it in the snow. So great endurance if you leave it alive. But we haven't done much to keep it alive. We've just left 200 to 600 in India, and just about 4,000 odd in the world. These exist in North India mostly, and I'll very quickly show you where they exist. If you can't see them in their natural habitat anymore, actually. Come on. Yes. So there are two main areas where snow leopards exist. There's the Hemis National Park and the Nanda Devi National Park. And the Valley of Flowers is basically downhill from Nanda Devi National Park. And Nanda Devi is basically the main home for snow leopards in India, and it's closed to the general public, so you can't go there as a tourist. It's closed because of a lot of problems that have happened in the past. So that's India's whole conservation challenge. We've got 4 big cats, more biodiversity than you'll find in any country, but we're slowly losing these animals. We actually have a good track record. There is no animal that's gone extinct in India other than the cheetah. And we are actually trying to bring the cheetah back. So we've got to do something to make these animals' numbers grow. By the way, that's the group. That's Sahana, that's my wife, Pankuri and Rahul from the previous group, my friend Anu, and me. We're going on this trail in May. So wish us luck. Wish us luck so we can see a lot of these big cats, because I'm sure that'll be fun.